Since we have discussed about the Arduino and today we have to discuss about the last part of your lesson. Let's go to that. Grade 9. Okay, so we were discussing about analog and digital signals and also about the analog digital inputs and different kind of boards, different kind of circuits, single chip computers as well as single board computers. So now we have come to the last part of the book. Let me share this quickly, and I'm going to the books. From the books, this is grade 9 reading book, English medium. Okay. So let me summarize everything that we have learned about the lesson first, because that can help you remember the things again. Use of microcontrollers, chapter number 4. Under that, we learn why microcontrollers are used. Can you remember the reason? Yes.
Sir, I couldn't join the last meeting. Have you uploaded the recording, sir?
It's in the jits.lk site. I think the last week lesson is not yet uploaded, but the other lessons are also there. So don't worry much about that. Will be uploaded, right?
Okay.
Okay, then why microcontrollers are used? Which kind of tasks? So what is the main reason? Can you tell what is the main reason for using microcontrollers? To replace what kind of tasks? To replace what kind of tasks? Yes? Anyone? So here, this is an example given for a road lights, turning on and turning off road lights. We can use microcontrollers. So basically, microcontrollers are used. So if you don't know, please actually get to know this point. Is very important because this can be asked in your examination. So please be familiar with this answer. Why microcontrollers are used? Because to replace repetitive tasks done by human. Repetitive tasks, not like once in year or not such a task like once in life task. No, one is once in year task, still not. But once in, so let's say daily tasks, maybe regular tasks, you can replace using microcontrollers. Because the repetitive task, why you use human power, that is unnecessary. The switch එකක් on කරන්න off කරන්න පාරේ තියෙන මිනිස්සෙක් පාවිච්චි කරනවා කියන්නේ නැත්නම් මිනිස්සෙකුට job එකක් දෙනවා කියන්නේ ඒක unwanted අනවශ්‍ය වැඩක් නේ. මොකද switch එකක් on කරන්න off කරන්න විතරක් ඇයි කියන්නේ. ඔය train මොනවද මේවල දීලා තියෙන්නේ. rail guards ලා කියන rail securities දාලා තියෙන සමහර මේ railways වල සමහර තැන්වල gate එක අරින්නයි වහන්නයි විතරක්. But that can be automated. That can be automated. Gate එකක් අරිනවා වහනවා කියන එක, switch එකක් දානවා කියන එක. For an example, washing hands. Have you seen these automatic sanitizer dispensing machines in some places? To spray sanitizer, there's a person. Most of the places, a security, maybe someone else is assigned to spray sanitizers, but this can be automated, right? So when you put your hand, when you go closer, it will spray the sanitizer automatically. So that can be done. That can be automated. So washing clothes, right? That can be automated. That's why washing machines. So washing clothes, it's a regular, repetitive task. Again and again, you have to do the same thing. You can employ a microcontroller. Automate repetitive tasks done by human can be automated using the microcontroller. Microcontroller can be a single board computer, single chip computer. We learned that. Repetitive tasks. So such as like solar lamps, washing machine, microwave oven. So you can use inside. Those are repetitive tasks. Cooking is repetitive, washing is repetitive, turning lights repetitive. But inside this single board or single chip, you have all the components related to a computer. It's a small computer. Microcontroller means a small computer. It has central processing unit. It has a memory, a volatile or non-volatile. What is volatile? What is non-volatile? Okay, I'll ask example. So for example, memory card, is it a volatile or non-volatile? Memory card, volatile or non-volatile?
Non-volatile.
Non-volatile. What about hard disk?
Non-volatile.
What about dynamic RAM, DRAM?
Volatile.
Volatile. What about the cache memory or SRAM? Cache memory or SRAM, static RAM? Cache memory is inside the processor. That is also volatile, right? That is also volatile. What about registers, which are inside the processor? Registers inside the processor?
Volatile.
Those are also volatile. Right? Volatile means depend on the voltage. Current එක තිබ්බොත් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Processor එක ඇතුලේ current එක තිබ්බොත් තමයි cache memory එක වැඩ කරන්නේ. Processor එක ඇතුලේ current එක තිබ්බොත් තමයි registers වැඩ කරන්නේ. So those are volatile. Random access memory is also volatile. But hard disk, you don't need separate power. Hard disk එක වැඩ කරන්න ඕන. හැබැයි save කරලා තියන්න current එක වෙනම දෙන්න ඕන. Memory card, pen drives, you don't need CDs, DVDs. No need to give power separate. Okay. Then we learn about system. What is system clock? System clock is electronic device synchronize all components. What is synchronizing? Synchronize all means? What do you mean by synchronizing? So what is synchronizing? Yes. Okay. So I'll ask one question.
Communicates between devices.
Yeah, it's communicate.
Components.
It's communicate between devices according to a single specific criteria. That is called synchronizing. Okay. For an example, it can be communication between devices or communication between people even. Okay, think about us. So normally, grade 9 English medium class starts at 8:30. That is the normal time. It's start at 8:30 p.m. So 8:30 p.m. in my watch and 8:30 p.m. is in your watch and maybe in your friend's watch. It's all synchronized according to the GMT time or the standard time. So what is the Sri Lankan time? When it compared to standard time, what is the Sri Lankan time? GMT clock එකත් එක්ක ගත්තොත් කොහොමද ලංකාවේ time එක? GMT plus මතක නැහැ
5.5.
5.5. GMT plus 5:30. එතකොට දැන් ඔයාලගේ ගෙදර clock එකක් තියෙන GMT plus 5:30. එතකොට මගේ clock එකක් GMT plus 5:30. හැම එකක්ම synchronize වෙලා තියෙන්නේ standard time එකේ. ඒ standard time එකට synchronize වෙලා හින්දා අපි හැමෝටම අර 8:00 කියන්නේ එකම time එකක්. synchronize කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ යම් දෙයකට සාපේක්ෂව අනිත් දේවල් මනිනවා නම්. So if you measure something by comparing with some other a general static මොකකට හරි සාපේක්ෂව දැන් අපි මනිනවා මෙහෙම ඉරට සාපේක්ෂව අපි මනිනවා ග්‍රහලෝක වලට තියෙන දොර. එතකොට ඉරත් එක්ක ඒ ග්‍රහලෝක synchronize වෙනවා. Because we are measuring so comparatively with the sun. Okay? We always do some comparative measurements. So are you now like so what speed you are walking now? Are you walking or are you moving? In what speed? In which speed? So any one of you moving now? කවුරු හරි දැන් move වෙනවද? නැත්නම් ඉන්න තැනමද ඉන්නේ? I asked a question, right? ඔයාලා move වෙනවද නැත්නම් මේ lesson එක අහන්න එක තැන ඉඳගෙන?
එක තැන sir.
එක තැන ඉඳගෙන. But think about that. Why you are telling like that? Because you are you are measuring that when compared to the earth, land. But earth is moving, right? Earth is moving. Earth is rotating. So, but when compared to the earth, you are also moving at the same speed. පෘථිවිය කැරකෙන වේගයෙන්ම ඔයත් කැරකෙනවා. ඒ හින්දා ඔයා හිතෙනවා ඔයා එක තැන ඉන්නේ කියලා. But that is not true. Earth is also moving and you are also moving, but both are moving the same speed. You think that you are not moving, right? So that is the thing. So if you are in a bus, you are moving with the speed of the bus. But if you are inside the bus, it seems like you are not moving, right? But if you actually come out of the bus, you can see other people are moving, right? Understood the scenario? So you always measure something against or when compared with when comparison with some other component. So the standard clock in the microcontroller allows to synchronize, right? System clock in the microcontroller allows to synchronize inputs, outputs, everything according to its clock pulses. So that is the system clock. So I think you better write down that, right? Just sometimes you might confuse with that. So what is system clock? Please write down that, right? System clock. Please write down the subheading system clock. System clock is similar to the clocks that we see. We measure our activities in comparison with or activities against general clock. Similar to that, each and every component in the microcontroller are each and every component in the microcontrollers are working according to its system clock. Its system clock. Therefore, each activity, including inputs, outputs, processing, and memorizing, each inputs, outputs, processing, and memorizing happens smoothly. So that's why, like, so when you input something, the processor will understand according to the system clock time. When you output something, again, processor and memorizing happens according to the system clock time. Otherwise, if all are working independently without, regardless of the time constraint, if all are working independently, then so you can't, so it's not possible to work as a system. System එකක් විදිහට වැඩ කරන්න. Okay, think that, okay, for example, think about a cricket team. Country X cricket team. So then this country X cricket team, different sport, they maybe bowlers, some bowlers are working according to their agenda, and cricketers are working according to their agenda. They want like loiter here and there, and some want to actually move out of the team, some want to come into the team, and some want to see the audience, and they are going to entertain the audience. Likewise, they have their different goals. Then ultimately, they are not going to win any match. Right? So that is the result of that, because they are not synchronized. They are not synchronized to each other. They are not synchronized to the country goal. So anything, any system should be synchronized. Okay, so I think you understood that point. Right, let's move to the next one, right? And so we learn about single chip, single board computers, and we learn about three systems: Microbit, Arduino, Raspberry Pi. And we learn about this Microbit. It's the easiest one to learn, Microbit. because it has everything combined. Sensors are there, and sensors we automatic ekata dala tiyenne microbeep. And then here in this Arduino, you don't have something like that. You have to connect sensors different, actually different sensors according to your need. Today we are going to do that. We are going to connect one sensor and see that. So I would like if you can physically do that, right? ඔයාලට පුළුවන් නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ දීලා තියෙන Arduino circuit වලින්ම කරමු. virtually කරන්නේ නැතුව. මොකද එතකොට ඔයාලට ඇත්තටම මේ feeling එක එන විදියට කරන්න පුළුවන් practically. That's why. Right? Do it in the with the physical one. දීලා තියෙන එකෙන් කරන්න. ඒවල තියෙන එකෙන්. Then yes, we learn about everything about this. And then we learn about Arduino board and how inputs are there, how digital pins, analog pins are there, what kind of different Arduino boards are there in the market, Nano, Micro, and Uno. And then Mega also. Yes, breadboard, how the breadboard connection happened. We also learned that. How breadboard connection happened. This side it is like horizontal connection. This side's a vertical connection. We learned that as well. And then we learn about LEDs. And today we have to learn about the sensors. Actually, sensors is the last thing. Sensors wala walata tiyenne what are the different sensors and what are the usages of these sensors. That is the only thing. But let's do that practically and understand the usage of this. This is called PIR sensor, passive infrared sensor. Passive infrared sensor means like different objects like animals and even objects which maybe with high heat generating infrared. අපි විතරක් නෙමෙයි මිනිස්සු සත්තු රත්තුන මොනවා හරි දෙයක් තියෙනවනම් ඒකෙන් infrared අදෝරක්ත කිරණ නිකුත් වෙනවා. Have you seen infrared photography? Have you seen this infrared photography? There's a wonderful infrared photography, right? So infrared හැම object එකකින්ම වගේ එනවා යම් ප්‍රමාණයක්. ඉතින් ඒක පාවිච්චි කරලා photography කරනවා. So that is called infrared photography. Infrared. You can also try infrared photography. But in infrared photography, actually, so you see the world in this way, right? World is not like as we see. This is how actually some animals see the world because they can see infrared. This is how they see the world. So using infrared camera, so you can take this kind of snaps. And when objects are in different heat levels, they are generating different infrared signals. Some are not generating, some are generating. So based on that, you can just try to take snapshots. And this is how it looks like, right? This is how it looks like after taking. So you can just try this using infrared lens. So we can install, nowadays we can install infrared lens to your general phone camera, mobile phone camera also. There's a separate infrared lens for DSLR camera, SLR camera, or digital camera. There are infrared lenses. You can use those lenses and capture different objects. Okay. So anyway, any object so is generating infrared sensing, infrared signal, but some objects are powerful and some objects are less powerful. That PIR sensors are basically detecting human motion. Infrared motion එකක් තමයි PIR sensors වලින් detect කරන්නේ. PIR sensor එකට අපි දෙන්න ඕන. We have to give the ground, that means earth line or the neutral line, and output is taken using this, and then the VCC means plus voltage. Okay, let me create that virtually, but I recommend you to create this physically. And
Excuse
this is
me,
yes.
sir, is there a difference between ground pins in Arduino board, sir?
Different means different ground pins.
Yeah.
No significant difference. No significant difference. You can ground from anywhere. Right. So here GND out and VCC. This is another sensor actually, and you have like delay adjust and sensitivity adjust. So this sensor you can. This is the other side. Some sensors are having this controllers. So basically you can adjust the sensitivity. කොච්චර දුරකට infrared sense කරන්න ඕනද කියන එක adjust කරන්න පුළුවන්. delay කියන්නේ කොච්චර වෙලා ගිහිලා detect කරන්න ඕනද කියන එක අපිට set කරන්න පුළුවන්. These are relays actually, these switches allowing us to control that. එතකොට මෙහෙමනේ දැන් සමහර වෙලාවට අපිට sense කරන වෙලාවෙම මුකුත් action එකක් ගන්න ඕන නැහැ. So we need to delay for some time. Sometimes immediate action is needed. Sometimes slow action is needed. දැන් කවුරු හරි ඇවිල්ලා අපි හිතමු කවුරු හරි ඇවිල්ලා අත් දෙක දික් කරනවා මේ මොනවාද අපේ ඩ්‍රයර් එකකට. hand dryers තියෙන. hand dryer එකකට අත් දෙක දික් කරනකොට ඒ වෙලාවෙම වගේ ඒක detect කරනවා with a small delay. හැබැයි යා move වෙනකොට මේක වෙන්න ඕනේ. එතනට ඇවිල්ලා අත් දෙකත් ලං කරනකන් ඉන්නවා. So therefore there's a small delay as well. Likewise, you can control the delay and sensitivity using this. How long you can sense and how much to wait, how many minutes to wait. Okay, then let's move and create this circuit. You can use so others who are not having the circuit boards with you, don't worry, you can do this with the virtual circuit creation one, which is this one. You can use Tinkercad. If you have not used Tinkercad before, let me know, then I'll help you log into that, right? කලින් use කරලා නැත්නම් මට කියන්න Tinkercad. එතකොට මම උදව් කරන්නම් ඔයගලන්ට log වෙන්න, because you have to log in using your Gmail, right? Otherwise, like, it will not work. It will not give you the opportunity to create this. And after that, what you have to do, I'll show this from the beginning. Take Arduino board. So please, first of all, please go to the Tinkercad. Oh, okay, this one, Tinkercad. First of all, please go to the Tinkercad interface, and from that, please go to do not go to the 3D one. Just go and create circuit. And from the circuits, you can get this previously created circuits are also there, right? Your previous creations are also there with the different names. You can take from that as well. Anyone need my help to log into this stream? කාට හරි උදව් ඕනද කලින් කරලා නැති කවුරු හරි ඉන්නවා නම් Tinkercad වලට log වෙන්න? ඕන නම් කියන්න පුතේ. ඒතර මට කියලා දීලා ඉන්න පුළුවන්, නැත්නම් ඔයාලා දන්නේ නැත්නම් ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙනවා ඒකයි. කාට හරි help එකක් ඕනද? හරි. එහෙම මං හිතන්නේ උදව්වක් ඕන නැතුව ඇති. එහෙමනම් Arduino U3 එකක් ගන්න මෙතනින්. ඕන නම් කියන්න. හරි. මම හැම වෙලේම කියනවා help එකක් ඕන නම් කියන්න. ලැජ්ජා වෙලා ඉන්න එපා. නිකන් මට ලැජ්ජයි කවුරුත් අහන්නේ නැහැ. මං විතරක් ඇහුවොත් මට හරි නැහැ. එහෙම හිතාගෙන ඉන්න එපා. ඒකෙන් ඔයාලා තමයි fail වෙන්නේ. මොකද අනිත් අයට වැඩක් නැහැනේ. ඕගොල්ලෝ මොකද්ද කරන්නේ කියන එක නේද? ඕගොල්ලන්ට පුළුවන් ද බැරිද කියන එක. බැරි හින්දානේ ඕගොල්ලෝ අහගන්න ක්ලාස් එකට එන්නේ. පුළුවන් වුණා නම් හැමදේම පන්ති එන්නේ නැහනේ නේද? ඒ හින්දා හැම වෙලේම බැහැ කියන එක නරක දෙයක් නෙමෙයි, වැරදි දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. බැරි හින්දා තමයි අහගන්න ඕනේ. පුළුවන් නම් ඉතින් වැඩි අහගන්න ඕනේ. Okay, then take a PIR sensor. කාට හරි help එකක් ඕන නම් ඉඳ ඕන වෙලාවක අහන්න. අන්තිමට අහන්න එපා සර් මම මේක කරේ නෑ මේක කරේ නෑ කියලා. දැම්මම අහන්න. ඒකට උදව් කරන්න ලේසි. PIR sensor. Is it there? Yeah. PIR sensor. එතකොට මේකේ notes ටික බලන්න. මේකේ තියෙන්නේ sensor එක අපි තියලා බලමු. මේ පැත්තේ තියෙන්නේ ground එක GND එකට සම්බන්ධ කරන කොහේ හරි. Going to ground it here. Then in ground කරමු පොඩි. Cross වෙනවා. Okay, let's ground it here. Then power එකට voltage 5ක් දෙන්න ඕනේ. +5 voltage පල්ලෙහින් තමයි ගන්න ඕනේ. and then the signal. This one is signal. Signal එක අපි දෙමු pin 9 වලට D9 වලට. Signal එක D9 වලට. Okay, so then this is the scenario. ඉස්සලා මේක බලන් ඉන්න. PIR sense එක ළඟට කවුරු හරි ආවම එයාගෙන් infrared නිකුත් වෙනවා. එයාගෙන් infrared එනවා. එතකොට මෙයා ඒ infrared අරගෙන infrared අණුව activate කරලා මේක ඒ infrared sense මට්ටම ඇතිනම් ඒ infrared මට්ටම ඇතිනම් මේක මෙයා power එකක් generate කරලා මෙයා 1 කියලා දෙනවා. ඒකෙන් ඇත්තටම කියන්නේ මේ කවුරු හරි මෙහෙම move වෙනකොට මේ එන infrared ටික ඔක්කොම එකතු කරලා මේ ඇති ප්‍රමාණය අවශ්‍ය ප්‍රමාණයට infrared ලැබුණාට පස්සේ එයා කියනවා right 1 කියන එකෙන් තේරුම් මේ meaning එක වෙන්නේ someone is moving nearby කවුරු හරි ළඟපාත move වෙමින් ඉන්නවා කියන එක. මොකද infrared දැන් object එකකින් එනවා නම් ඒක එච්චරම අර ළඟට එනකොට වැඩි වෙන්නේ අරම එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැනේ. object එකකින් එනවා නම් එච්චර ඒක තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරි. ඒතර PIR sense එකෙන් ගොඩක්ම sense කරන්නේ කවුරු හරි කෙනෙක්. PIR sense එක අපි use කරන්නේ to see a person moving. Right? Okay. So when a person or animal is moving towards, it detects and generate 1. තමයි වෙන්නේ. එතකොට මෙතනින් 1 ආපු හැටිය. So when it issues 1 here, when this issues 1 here, එතකොට මේකේ input එක 1 වුණාම we can produce some output. Okay, let's use an LED. Let's use LED. This LED I'm connecting to the ground pin here. LED I'm connecting to this ground pin here. And the positive end plus edge I'm connecting that to, let's say 7. I'm connecting to the 7. Okay. I connected the PIR sensor and also connected an LED. LED is connected to the negative edge ground digging අඩු එක ground කරලා digging වැඩි එක මම connect කරා 7ට. Now let's code. Right? දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ physical boards වලත් මේ විදිහටම connection එක හදන්න පුළුවන්. Physical boards වලත් මේ විදිහටම connection එක හදන්න පුළුවන්. You can create the connection like this. Do you need more time? Or are you okay with this? Hello? You have to talk. You need more time or shall I proceed? Yes or no? Okay, now I'm going to assume that you need more time. So because you are not answering, then I have to make my assumptions. So I'll give you time. Do it. I'll make it bigger. So this is how it looks like with the when I start simulation. You can see when I start simulation, it appears the simulated human being. So where you can move the person here and there and let it sense. That is possible. So that is what you can do with the simulation. Okay, let's zoom it again and you can see the diagram now properly. Please do that first. Let me know if there are any issues, right? Then we are going to code this. We are going to code this now. Okay, the first thing is I'm going to enable this pin 7. I'm going to the code, stopping the simulation, going to the code and then go to the text-based code. That is my preferred version. Go to the text-based code and here I'm activating the pin number 7 as output. And again I'm activating pin number 9 as input. Pin number 9 as input and pin number 7 as output. Then I'm going to let's blink the pin number 7. 7 output pin. Let's blink this and check whether this is working. Okay, now I can see, yes, that LED is blinking, right? Means that our circuit is working. Okay, let's go to the port back, and now I have changed it to pin number 7 and pin number 9. So I have to give this according to the pin number 9. So that means if actually I have to digitally read this, so I have to like put integer value initially 0, and I'm going to digitally read that value equal digital read pin number 9, that is the input. And after reading that, if value equal to high, then I can blink. Value equal to high, I'll explain this, right? Value equal to high, I can blink. Read karata passe high nang blink karna. Low nang mang off karna. Else high nathan low ne. Else I'm going to turn off. How to turn off? I can say low here. Low. Well, let's play the simulation and see. Let's hide the code, and it's initially it's off, right? Now I click the PIR sensor, and I'm trying to move PIR sensor. I'm trying to move the person. Oh, you can see that is detected. The person is moving, and LED is detecting that person is moving. Means it's generating. මේ පැත්තෙනොත් generate වෙනවා IR, මේ පැත්තෙනොත් IR එනවා, මේ පැත්තෙනොත් IR එනවා. ඒ ටික එකතු කරලා තමයි අර PIR එක යවන්නේ. මෙහෙන් එන IR, මෙහෙන් එන ඒවා ඒ ඔක්කොම එකතු කරලා තමයි මෙයා concentrate කරන්නේ. එක තැනකට දෙන්නේ. ඒ ටික එකතු වෙන්න නම් person move වෙන්න ඕන උතන. When the person is moving here and there only, so person is one side කියන්නේ එතනින් විතරයි IR එන්නේ. එතකොට මදි යාට. ඔන්න ටිකක් වෙලායි blink වෙයි දැන් නවතිනවා. ඒ IR එක මදි. That's not enough. හැබැයි යා මෙහෙ අරහෙට මෙහෙට move වෙන්න ගත්තම තමයි IR ඇත්තේ. හැබැයි යා මේ පැත්තේ move වුණාට වැඩකුත් නැහැ. Then this is not detecting, right? Sense එක කෙලින් move වෙන්න ඕනේ. මේ කොහෙවත් move වෙලා වැඩක් නැහැ. මේ පැත්තේ move වෙලා ඒත් වැඩක් නැහැ. හැබැයි මෙයා මේ පේන range එකේ move වුණොත් ඔන්න LED එක blink වෙන්න පටන් ගන්නවා. Understood the concept? Understood the concept or not? Hello guys, I'm expecting your answer. Hello. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So why you
Sir,
are not?
can you show the code?
You won't need code, right? So have you created the circuit?
Yes, sir.
Circuit part is code, then you can do the code. This is the coding part, right? Go to the text-based code, right? That is the preferred way. Go to the text-based code. Then you will understand this really, because this 7 is input, 9 is input that you are taking from the sensor. Sensor can sense කරලා ඒකට අනුව output එක දෙන්න තමයි 7 පාවිච්චි වෙන්නේ. 7 output, 9 input. You are reading the digital value from 9. ඒක 1 නම් ඒක high නම්, if it is high you are blinking, otherwise you are not blinking, you turn off the bulb. If you are getting high signal, you blink. If you're not getting high signal, you turn off. So you save that signal to a variable called value. You save that signal to a variable called value. But this int means the value is integer. The purna සංඛ්‍යාවක් කියන එක තමයි කියන්නේ. So normally this is how we introduce variables in C++. But no need to learn C++ now, just take the idea, right? Just take the idea about this. Okay. Do this quickly, write this quickly and see the simulation with it. You are getting this. I'm going to assist you, right? I'm going to assist you. If you need help, if you don't need help, I cannot assist. Right?